Hey guys, Elizler here. Yes, it's been a while. Hopefully I can upload this soon, and hopefully I don't have to edit anything out. That way I can upload it, because I currently can't edit anything at the moment. My glasses are on because I'm trying to see how everything looks. Sorry about the light and then the the ring light. I'm using a ring light. Yay! But the same issues like I've already mentioned before. The program that I use for this, my laptop's like, so it's just I can't adjust the light. So the glasses are just on so I can actually see a little bit better to make sure the screen's good. But yeah. So I wanted to talk about this skin issue that I mention. I don't mention it often, but I bring it up, and they're just, it's just like me. Everyone that knows me, it's mentioned heavily, but not that often. It's just, whatever. I don't know. So I've been dealing with this since 2015. When I think back though, I think it started in like 2011, because it was just kind of like random little pieces here and there, and then it full blown hit me towards the end of 2015. Why? Don't know. Still don't know why. How many years is that? 6, 7, 8? Because what was it? 2015 is 221. Yeah, that's a long time. It's like 6 years. Going on 6 years. So at first they what they first diagnosed me with was delayed pressure urticaria, but that didn't make any sense. So so let me rewind. So what I didn't realize, so back in 2011, that's when I went into the Marine Corps. So 3 months of boot camp, then we did like a month of MCT, and then we went to supply school, and I was there for like 2 months. And in our job school, or MOS school, so my job was supply. So I was in supply school. I was waiting for a spot to open, so I was there for 2 months. The school's only a month long, but I was waiting for a spot for a month before I could get into it. So when we got there, my legs would get really itchy, and I've been wearing the same uniform for 4 months already. The same boots, the same type of material socks. Like it was weird. And I see that just fluctuating. I just see it. Is that better? That's better. It's just, yeah. I'll do that. Sorry. So do I just look overexposed? I think I do, but we'll just leave it. So bear with me. It's like 6 years ago. I wrote some notes, and hopefully I didn't miss anything. If I miss anything, then I'll put it in the description below this video if I remember anything else. But yeah, it was like we get up, get dressed, we walk to this building for whatever we had to do. I don't remember. But my legs would be really itchy, and I'm just like, what? And it was around the area where my boots were. So, from my ankles up to where my socks ended, because I always would fold over my socks. They would just get really itchy, and it was just weird. It was weird, and that happened for a while. I don't think it happened. I think it maybe like a couple weeks or something. And what was weird, I got it to stop, because I thought I was getting bit by bugs or something. So there was this bug. It wasn't in a bug. It was like this ointment cream or something that we would use in boot camp that keeps the sand fleas off of you. And I got tore up by sand fleas just like everybody else. And I would put that stuff on my legs, like all over my body, and I wouldn't itch. So I'm just like, that is so weird. Like I washed everything from my sea bag, like everything was thrown into the washer. The sea bag was turned inside out. I was just like, it was weird. So that went away. And I wasn't bothered by that anymore. Fast forward to when I go to my first duty station. Later that same year, I think it was like October. I was fine. I didn't have any. It wasn't itchy. It was but my mom bought me a few pairs of jeans and mailed them to me because I'm stationed in Japan. So she bought them here and mailed them to me. I couldn't wear any of those. They all made me super itchy. And I was like, I didn't think anything of it because all the other jeans that I have, which I've had those same pair of jeans all through high school and after high school, I've been wearing them same pair of jeans. And whatever other jeans I got afterwards. But those didn't bother me. But the new ones my mom bought me, I couldn't wear. So I didn't think anything of it. I'm like, it must be the jeans. It must be the material of the jeans. It's maybe the water, because it could be the washing machines and stuff, because like the washers and dryers on the Marine Corps base in those barracks were not the best. They were old and they are dirty. They have mold. I don't even know about the water system. So I'm thinking it could be that. And I couldn't wear leggings either. And I've worn leggings before. I don't I wore them with whatever outfits. I wear like skirts and stuff and I'll throw leggings on. And I couldn't wear those either. Like they would make me really, really itchy, just like those new jeans if I tried to wear them. My thighs would just be on fire, like dang. So I didn't think anything of it because it's kind of connected to those jeans. So like I didn't think anything of it, and that's how it was for the next 4 years of being in the Marine Corps. That's how it was. It was just with those pairs of jeans that I would really have problems. So I didn't really think of it, but I did try to look into it. Like my legs get itchy sometimes, and I'm just like, I don't understand why. But nothing really progressed from that. Like it was just, I don't know, but it's like, really, I can still wear my clothes or whatever. It's fine. So I got out in 2015, like June 2015, and I ended up going back to school. So I noticed there was a problem when I was in my biology class. So trying to flip-flop and figure out my schedule, everything was full. So I ended up having to take biology on a Saturday, which means both classes and the lab were on the same day. So I was there all day on a Saturday. What? That sucks. Excuse me. So, that's what I was doing every Saturday morning. And one day, I'm sitting in class, because we get breaks in between like each class, and I don't know if it was between each class or it was just between like after the class and then before the lab, but I think it was like between each one. But I noticed like after like the break before we went to the lab, my legs were getting itchy, and I'm just like, what? And I'm wearing my old jeans. I'm not wearing the new ones. Like when I got out of the military and I came home, I washed every article of clothing, even the ones that were here at home. I washed every article of clothing. So thinking that it was just the filthy washing machines and stuff on the bases, because Marine Corps ain't got shit. We get the raggedy stuff. We duct tape together, we keep using it. So, thinking, maybe that'll fix it. But I still couldn't wear those. But I was like, whatever. Didn't think anything of it. Still wore my, everything I normally wear. Except those new ones. Wore my old jeans. It was fine. So it kept getting to the point where it was just like getting really bad. So I would bring a pair of sweatpants. That's what I was doing. So I would wear the jeans, and then when my skin starts getting itchy, when my legs start getting itchy, I would just switch to sweatpants and go about my day. And that's what I was doing for a little while. Then it got to the point where I was just like, I can't do it, and I just wear sweatpants all day. So I was just like, this is weird. I don't understand. I'm telling my mom, I'm like, this is weird. I don't understand what's going on. You know, whatever. And then something happened. I don't know. The semester ended. Because, like, between, was it fall semester, fall, winter, to spring, like, when the fall, winter semester is over, it's like 2 weeks before the next one starts. So when that semester ended, I woke up and all hell broke loose. My skin was on fire from head to toe. I was itchy nonstop. Like, it didn't stop. Like, I don't know, because people don't even get chickenpox anymore. But y'all who've had chickenpox, I've had chickenpox. I still got a scar on my nose from when I had chickenpox. Y'all who've had chickenpox, poison ivy, poison oak, or just like the worst rash ever where you had to keep scratching that one spot. Like, imagine that your whole body is just itchy and it doesn't stop. Just doesn't at all. I mean, everywhere. Everywhere. So, like, your back, your chest, your arms, your butt, your legs, your crotch, your feet, everything is itching for no reason. And your skin looks fine. Your skin looks fine. It doesn't break out. Nothing. No rash. No bumps. No discoloration. Nothing. You're just itchy. I'm going crazy. I'm crying. I'm crying because it doesn't stop. Like, it doesn't stop. I forgot to look something up. There's this one thing I was supposed to look up. But, like, and they say, I can't remember, this is what I forgot to look up. Because I Googled about itching, and it says in some scientific journal or something, itching is like the worst thing a human can experience. Like, or something like that. Something along those terms is what it was. And I forgot to write it down so I could use it like word for word or whatever. And then, like, I was about to pull up my phone, but I just realized I'm using my phone. So I'm crying and I'm telling my mom, like, I'm gonna have to drop out of school. Like, I made the choice to go back. It was my choice to go back. I didn't even want to go to school the first time. That was my mom's idea because she didn't want me going to the military. So I was like, this is my time. I can do this because I want to go. And I was just like, I couldn't stop itching. Like, I'm rolling around on my bed, scratching my whole body because it just doesn't want to stop. It just doesn't. I'm wearing a tank top and shorts, and I'm just like, oh, going crazy and crying. And so, this is going to be a long video. Oh, my laptop is taking up. Yep, I know. You struggling. Ooh, girl, you struggling. I see you. I see you, girl. I see you. I see you. But somehow, like, so it calmed down to the point where I could go to school, but I couldn't stay at school. Like, my skin kind of chilled out for like the couple hours or whatever that I was at school for that class. Then I would have to book my ass home. I couldn't stay because it would flare up. And my mom's like, maybe your skin's dry. I'm like, my skin was dry all through boot camp. That's 3 months of me not putting lotion on and being dirty. My skin was fine. It's not that. But I'm like, I'll humor you. I'll humor you. So I'm putting like shea butter on. Nope. Didn't help. Coconut oil. Can't do that. Skin's like, I hate it. Skin and scalp and hair does not like coconut oil. I tried that because they said it was like the beat-all moisturizer for your natural hair when I was natural. No, hair and scalp hated it. Did not like it. So it was just like, okay, that's not it. I switched my detergent. I use all free clear. Nothing. I don't use perfumed anything really. I use Vaseline and cocoa butter lotion. I've always known, like growing up, my skin has always been sensitive. Always. Like when I was little, my parents used to wash my clothes separately in whatever detergent they were using for me as a kid. Then they decided, we're just going to wash our clothes with ours. Screw this other detergent, right? And I was itchy all the time. Itchy all the time. Because of that detergent. Then they stopped doing it. They stopped making their child miserable at that point. But then, like, I can't... plants can't touch me. Plants cannot touch me. Because I get itchy. And I stay itchy for the rest of the day. So all the kids rolling around in grass, it wasn't me. I can't sit on the grass in jeans, even though it's not touching my skin. Can't do it. I can't have I can't walk through tall grass. I can't walk through a trail and plants are sticking out. They can't touch me. I just get itchy. I don't break out, but I just get really itchy. So I already know. I already know what the deal is. I avoid them things. So this whole skin thing was just different. So very different. And I just couldn't go anywhere. Like, it was still bad. Since I didn't have a job, I was going to the VA. To hopefully someone would help me. And that's who I've been seeing all these years. With still no answer. The only thing they've been telling me is there's nothing wrong. There's something wrong because my skin ain't right. So I explained it to them, what was going on, and doctors being doctors, and we can add everything else to the situation. The fact I'm a woman and I'm black, we can add that too. Who knows? They're like, it sounds like you have delayed pressure urticaria. That's what they diagnosed me as, right? Like, my skin's just reacting to tight clothing. And I'm just like, okay, could be, but hear me out. So the past several months before I got to see you, I haven't worn anything form-fitting on my body. So how is it that? But I'm gonna humor you because you're the doctor and you went to school for years and all this stuff. So I'm gonna listen to you. I'm gonna listen to you. But my skin issue was so bad, right? I said earlier, when like that 2 weeks popped off, I was only wearing a tank top and shorts. Tank top and pajama shorts. So they're loose. That hadn't changed. So I'm wearing most of my shirts are pretty big. They don't fit me all kind of form-like. Yes, I'm emotionally exhausted. I need to buy 8 of these shirts so I can wear them every day. But they're usually loose like this. And I wear running shorts. Nice loose shorts. And that's what I've been wearing since that day. I haven't worn anything different. I can't dress up. I can't go anywhere. So I can't wear a bra. And that's it. And so it was just and my feet, sometimes it was a toss-up. The top of my feet would be itchy when I put socks on. So it was a little bit iffy trying to put shoes on. So I'm rolling around not wearing anything form-fitting in any way. Not wearing jeans, nothing. No leggings, no bra. I had to get used to that. That was uncomfortable. And I'm just listening to these doctors tell me that it's delayed pressure urticaria. And I keep explaining to them, how is it this if I'm not wearing anything that's tight to start it? It doesn't make any sense. So that's what they've been treating me for. Meanwhile, my skin's going through a whole evolution of craziness. So like, I wrote it down. Hopefully I don't forget anything. It's been several years, but it hasn't really done anything too crazy. So, let's see. Yeah, I said it would calm down for part of the day, and then it would just flare up and be on fire. So, also, which is really weird about my skin, was that water made it worse. So when I would shower, my skin issue would be just horrible. It'd be horrible. And it's mostly centered around my legs. So that was really weird about it. Because all this time, it's centered around my legs. It was always my legs and my crotch. That's where it's centered around. And then it would spread to the rest of my body and be itchy. So it's really weird. So when I would shower, my legs would just be so itchy. But when I would turn the water scalding hot and stand under it, it's like it helped. Like it was burning whatever it was away. Or telling my nerves to chill out. I don't know, but it helped. But I take hot showers, but it's like you gradually do it as your skin gets used to each level. No, I went from what I normally start to turn it all the way up, and I'm burning myself. Like, just to make it feel better. That's not good for you. But that's what I had to do. My mom also told me, like, try taking a bath in, like, the oatmeal baths, or use Dr. Teal's. I think it's Dr. Teal's that I'm thinking of. No, it didn't help. Being in the water was, like, miserable. Oatmeal bath didn't do anything. And Dr. Teal's didn't do anything. And I was doing that, like, religiously. And nothing changed. Nothing. Oh, to add on to the whole sensitive skin thing that I was mentioning that I already knew as a kid, seeing certain things, like me seeing certain things, would make me itchy. Still does that to this day. Certain things would make me itchy. Like for a while, the word pores used to make me itchy because I could see what pores look like up close. Started up. So it's just like, yeah. But back to what I was saying. Yeah, I already said I changed my. I don't use perfumes or like anything scented. Changed my detergent. I changed my lotion. I wasn't always using Vaseline Cocoa Butter. I was using something else. I don't remember what it is. So as time went on, I could be fine for like the whole day, which was weird. So it gets weirder. So I'd be fine for the whole day. But then like if I didn't shower by like 8 p.m., my skin issue would flare up. Weird. If I laid down on my bed, on my stomach, before I got in the shower, my skin issue would flare up. What are you doing, skin? Like, it doesn't make sense. Oof, excuse me. Like, it never made any sense to me. Like, this whole skin issue doesn't make sense. And then it got weird again. So at one point, my legs were itchy, but I would scratch my legs, but it didn't feel like I was scratching the itch. But then I punched my leg and I was scratching the itch. So I started punching my legs to scratch it. I'm like, what is going on, y'all? Like, this isn't normal. Why am I, scratching my legs like this? It doesn't make any sense. Like, why do I have to punch myself to itch the itch? Like, it's... I don't understand what's going on. Help me. So at this point, now that it's not, 24/7 itching, I would still have random flare-ups. Regardless. Still random flare-ups. So it's just like, On top of the fact that it was being weird and specific, starting by like 7, 8 p.m. if I didn't shower, I would still have random flare-ups any time of the day. It's just whenever my skin issue was like, I feel like fucking with you today, I'm gonna do that. So it didn't have a pattern, it didn't have a trigger, but it did at the same time. So it's just like, it doesn't compute. My skin doesn't act up. Like, the doctors they're like, they're like racking their brains, like, what is, you have urticaria, ma'am. You have delayed pressure urticaria. We keep telling you this is what it is, and we're gonna keep treating you as such. Great. And then it was and it gets, it's so weird. So now it's like, time goes by some more, and I'm able to wear things sometimes. It's so weird. Like, there's times where I can wear leggings, and there's been times I can wear these dresses that are tight, because that's how a lot of dresses are, and I'm small. I'm a small person. I don't have nice curves where I can wear like looser dresses and it looks good. If I wear anything too big, I look like a clown. So I'm walking around wearing these, and I'm just like, I can wear this today. The skin decided this doesn't bother me, but it still gets bothered. So it's like, it's so just doesn't make sense. I don't know. I don't know. It's crazy. I'm going through the list of like all the different things my skin has decided to do. And now more things have occurred that I didn't realize was connected to my skin issue up until like a month ago. So this is fast forwarding even more. It's the same thing. Like, it's to the point where I can't wear anything now. I don't even get that leeway, like I just said, where I could wear like these tight dresses and leggings and stuff. I don't even get that leeway anymore. I literally can't put anything on that is tight. I can't have anything rough touch my skin. Like, I can't sit on the carpet because it's rough, and my skin's like, I don't like it. But it's not also like rough fabrics. It's also like, there's this vehicle at work, and the seats are like pleather, right? But they're old, so they're torn. And it's not like it's not like a fabric, it's pleather. But since it's torn and it touches my legs, like me just sitting on it and not moving flares my skin up. I can't sit in that one. I have to put something over it. So it's just like, it's so weird. I don't understand. But going back to these things that I've recently realized over like the past, I think it's about 2 months, that I realized is connected to my skin issue, because what else would it be, right? It has to be, because I don't know what else it could be. So when I was trucking, my scalp was always really itchy, and I would wash it with Selsun like twice a week, and Selsun dries the hell out of your hair, and it helped, but like my scalp was always like really itchy, especially like right here in the crown of my head, and I would get like sore spots all over my head, and like little sore bumps and stuff. It was just, my scalp was just painful. It was not happy. And so I started, I'm not gonna be able to find that. I started, and also, because I was trying to look for it, but it's just be too much of a pain in the ass to find it. So I'll just add that to the description below. And also, TMI, but hey, we're talking about the skin issue here. I would, whenever I would have my period, I would have like really bad yeast infections. Like, they took forever to get rid of, and they got worse as I after I quit trucking. So fast forward to like now, I started going to my hairdresser again. Now that I had quit my job, I quit trucking, and my hair and scalp got 1,000 times better. So I'm just like, it was just out of whack because I wasn't taking care of it that well. That's what I'm assuming. And because the itching and the soreness and the flaking and everything, it was gone. But it would still get itchy right here and like a little bit up here. But then it would go away the next day. You know what I'm saying? The other, back when I was trucking, it was constant. I go here to this lady and it's like it flares up for like a day and goes away. I'm like, so I have flare-ups in my scalp now. Now my skin issue's like, I'm gonna fuck with your scalp now. Great. And now my, like, the yeast infections are so bad. Like, I'm like, this is this is bad. I'm like, help me, Miss Doctor Lady, help me. What's going on? Like, I go there, get a checkup, and she's like, there's nothing wrong. Nothing wrong with you. Like, it's fine. I checked you. We ran tests. Nothing. There's nothing. And she's like, it could be the tampons. It could be your skin issue. I'm just like, I don't know about that. I was like, maybe, for me, I thought maybe it's because I've like, you know, because for some reason, when people decided to make tampons, they put a bunch of shit in it that don't belong. I mean, we just need cotton. It just needs to be cotton and absorb. You put too much shit in it. Why? Like everything else we eat. Why? So I was like, let me use organic ones. Didn't help. I stopped using tampons. I'm fine. So my skin issue now prevents me from using tampons. Yay, that's so great. I hate it. I hate it. It sucks. Sucks so much. Because now I'm back to using pads, and I really hate pads. I really hate it. So now my skin issue is like going the whole 9 yards, affecting everything. Like, it got better to a sense of where my skin isn't 100% all the time itching, but it's adding new things. And it's still preventing me from living my life. Right? And then also, I had a flare-up one time where the inside of my mouth and my hands were itchy. And my hands don't get itchy. Like, my hands, the top of my hands never get itchy. But my hands were itchy and the inside of my mouth was itchy. I'm just like, I must be dying. I must be dying, and they just don't know it yet. I don't know. That would suck. Because I'm going to slap every one of y'all for not figuring this out sooner, because I probably could have lived. But I'm not dying. I'm not dying, guys. I'm not. I'm just being dramatic. Okay. It popped up saying it's going to record on another file. I'm like, that's cool. So that's like all the different things my skin has felt like. Like, it's horrible. Because it's not like, my mom's like, it's all in your mind. No, the fuck it's not. Why would I want this? Why would I conjure this up? This is miserable. Life's miserable enough. I don't want this. Why would I think this? I was thinking I was doing my best. All right. I was like thinking my life was going to turn around, and like I was literally, my self-esteem was getting a little bit better. You know, I was like, oh, I'm kind of cute. Okay, I see you. Look at me. And then universe was like, nah, bitch, you don't get to do that. Nah, you ugly. Keep thinking. So now, like, really? That's cool. Like, the universe is having fun at my expense. That's what's happening right now. Because I don't know what else to explain it. I don't know what's going on, but that is my life. So I can't, so now, like, all these years, this skin issue has controlled my life. I don't go anywhere. I go to where I need to go, and I bring my ass home as soon as possible. Like, I rush through, try to move as quickly as I can to whatever I gotta do For like if I gotta go to class, I go to class. I come home. I can't even go to tutoring because my skin issue is just like, flares up like that. And I'm just like, I don't go anywhere. I don't go to the movies. I don't go to restaurants. Can't go out on dates. Like, I can't dress up. How am I supposed to go on a date? And I look like I didn't even try. Like, I rolled out of bed and was like, let's go. Only thing I did was put lotion on and wash my face and brush my teeth and comb out my hair. That was it. Like, I can't do anything. I can't go swimming. Like, and people just don't understand. Like, why don't you just go swimming? You go swimming. I'm like, but a bathing suit is tight. How am I supposed to go swimming? And I can't wear anything form-fitting. Like, well, just wear your regular clothes. What do clothes do when they get wet? They cling to your body, don't they? It would make me itchy. Why don't you wear compression sleeves and shorts? What part of I can't wear tight things don't you get? Like, tight things will specifically set it off. Rough materials will set it off. But then, like, if I don't wear it, if I don't wear anything like that, my skin issue just decides. It's a toss of a coin. It just decides. It'd be a few times a week to the point where now it's like far few in between, but I just can't put anything on. Wintertime is the time of year where it gets bad because I have to put things on. Because, like, if I wear anything, I didn't mention this, if I wear anything that covers my arms or legs, it's going to set it off no matter how baggy it is. It's just weird. So I can't wear sweatpants, and sweatpants are kind of rough in general. And they don't keep you warm in winter. I'm the type of person, for me to bundle up and be warm, I need 2 pairs of socks. I need to wear a pair of jeans with a pair of sweatpants over the jeans. And then I need to wear like 2 sweatshirts, a long sleeve shirt, 2 sweatshirts, and a coat to keep me warm. I can't do that. Winters are rough. I'm literally wearing 1 layer of, like, I have 2 jackets. I found 2 coats that I can wear, but I can't put anything else under it. And I wear a dress skirt in the wintertime. Not a winter skirt, because I bought one, and I can't wear it. My skin issue's like, no. I wear a thin dress skirt to work. I work outside. I work in a vehicle, but I'm still outside. Winters are so miserable. I'm just trying to bundle up for the winter, man. I'll wild out in the summer. I just want a warm winter and not be itchy. I want that so bad. Like, I'm going to cry whenever I can get that. Whenever I can get that. So, like, it's like people don't... I try to explain to people, and it's just like, they're like, huh? I'm like... And my mom still doesn't get after all these years. Like, you can still go out and do stuff. I'm like, my therapist's like, you can still go out and do this. Live. It's kind of hard to live when you have this problem that literally controls your movements, because I can't go have fun because I'm worried about my skin issue flaring up because it has all these years. So in the back of my mind, what if? I don't want to be that party pooper, because I did try to go and have fun. I still went to conventions. Before COVID hit, I was still going to conventions. I wasn't trying to dress up. I just wore what I normally wore that I can wear and not be bothered. And my skin issue still said, fuck you. What fun is that when I'm trying to go somewhere and have fun with my friends and I'm the party pooper because I'm miserable and I'm around my friends and they feel bad for me? So I stopped going. There's no point in going because I'm just going to be miserable and make everyone else miserable. I'm just going to be stressed out. I can't go anywhere. My mom still just will not grasp that. Like, years ago, there was a family trip to Florida, and she was like, you're gonna go to Disney World with everybody. I'm like, didn't I just explain? Did you miss this whole misery of the skin problem? What sense would it make for me to go to Florida? Because then when I get a flare-up, I can't leave. So now I'm sitting there trying not to scratch myself and look like I'm on fucking drugs in public. Do you know how infuriating I would be if you made me do that? I did not go. I was not putting up with this. She was like, you're gonna go. No, the fuck I'm not. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? I would rage out. I don't like attention. I don't like being the center of attention. I don't like eyes on me. And you want to do that to me? knowing good well my skin issue could just be like, it's time. Let's do it. No! Are you kidding? No! I'm not doing that. I'm not doing it. I've missed out on everything. I've looked stupid for everything because of my skin issue. I've missed weddings. I've had 2 of my cousins get married. Couldn't go because no one wants somebody showing up to a wedding looking like they rolled out of bed. That's not appropriate. My parents had an anniversary dinner, had a big party at the house. And what was I wearing? Baggy t-shirt, running shorts, looking stupid. Everyone else wearing a nice shirt, nice pants, nice dress. I'm looking here homely as fuck and looking mad disrespectful because I didn't even attempt. A nice pair of jeans and a nice shirt. I could have wore like skinny jeans, any of those jeans that weren't the ones from high school, and a nice shirt. I have a nice dress shirt. Nope, can't do that. Can't do anything. I want to do so much now. Like, I developed late. High school is when people start finding things that they like little things they start finding things they like, and they start growing more and more. I started getting into that during my skin issue problem, pretty much. I'm finding more things that I'm interested in. I'm finding more things I want to try, and I can't do them because of my skin issue. I can't go anywhere because of my skin issue. Like, I wouldn't care if at this point I still didn't have a job, but my skin issue was gone. I wouldn't care. The skin issue's gone. I can do things now. Like, applying for jobs is hard because I have to be extremely picky because I cannot wear a uniform of any type. I can't wear pants. I can't do it. I have to wear a dress skirt. But then at the same time, what do I do if my skin issues decides to flare up while I'm at work? Like, what am I supposed to do? Because I'd have to leave. It's not going to go away. I'm just going to look crazy. What do I do? So I'm just at a loss of what to do for work. Hence why I ended up getting into truck driving, because I didn't have to wear a uniform. I could wear the t-shirt and shorts and be fine. If I get itchy, I can still drive. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have to be around people other than to turn in the paperwork and get back in the truck. Especially since, like, I was in the few jobs that I was applying to, I was not even getting an interview. So truck driving it was. But they were telling me that sometime later that they were gonna try this new medicine. So, like, around the time, I'm kind of jumping back and forth, but around the time I was becoming a truck driver, like, I was getting my CDL license and stuff, I was like, fuck this. You guys, you need to listen. It's not delayed pressure urticaria. I don't understand why every time I come see you, I'm telling you this is not what it is, And we even did a patch test. I had to drive to Alabama, the VA in Alabama, to do a patch test and come back. And all it told us was that I'm allergic to nickel. I knew that. I didn't know the metal. I just knew it was cheap metal. I knew it. And they told me that maybe it's your piercings. You need to take your piercings out. Right? They also said you need to avoid these foods because they have nickel in them. Most of those things on the list I don't even eat. I think chocolate was on that list. Most of those things I don't even eat that much. Chocolate was the only one. And they're like, avoid canned foods and using citruses on, like, metal, anything. And I had one doctor when I first started. He was like, it's because you dyed your hair blue. Bitch, what? No, it's not. The the skin issue started before I dyed my hair blue. I said, fuck it, let me dye my hair blue anyway, because I didn't have a job. Who's gonna, they're not gonna tell me I can't come to work with blue hair if I don't have no job. It's not the blue hair, sir. And I humored her and I took all my piercings out, because I'm like, how is it my piercings? And she's like, well, not all metal is 100%, so maybe you've worn it down, so now you're absorbing nickel into your bloodstream. I'm like, I will humor you, but listen, I know how my skin reacts to nickel, and it's within the day. It's within the hour. It's within like 30 minutes, and I will see that I have a reaction to nickel. It don't take long. I put in these earrings in high school. I was in Marine Corps ROTC in high school, and we took a field trip to Paris Island. We were at boot camp for like a week. I bought these Marine Corps earrings. I don't have them anymore. I think I still have the necklace somewhere. But I put those earrings in, and I think we left soon after I bought those. I put those in, and on the bus ride, my ears were hurting. I touched my ears, and they were completely, the whole earlobe was completely broken out on both of them. And it was like this white, it was like my skin was like white and dry, and it hurt so bad. Took them out. Same thing with the necklace. My neck was getting really bumpy and irritated and itchy. So I'm like, if it was nickel and I was absorbing it into my skin, everywhere that I have piercings, it would show on the outside that I'm having a reaction to nickel. That's why I'm like, it's not nickel. But I'm going to humor you because you're the doctor. So I took them all out. Months later, I put retainers in all of them. Months later, nothing changed. Not surprised. So I wrote a long email basically explaining the same thing I've always been explaining. I'm just like, it's not delayed pressure urticaria, guys. It's not. And the VA, what they do is after a certain amount of time, excuse me. After a certain amount of time, they cycle doctors out and you get a new one, which is a pain in the ass because now you're kind of starting from scratch with somebody else. And I sent this email through the website, and the lady's like, yeah, it's not delayed pressure urticaria. She's like, thank you for sending me the email, because she was new. So she was the new person. And she was like, thank you. We'll discuss this more when I see you. And she's like, oh, it's not this. I don't know why they decided that. I'm like, I don't either, because I've been saying it for all these years. I'm like so angry. Like, I would love, when this skin issue's gone, I want to hunt down everybody that's ever handled my paperwork and saw me every time and slap them in the face for not listening to me. Like, I won't get that time back. I'm 30, almost 31, and I have been quarantining since 2015. Everyone else is crying about year quarantine. I've been doing it for 6 years. Step it up. It's been a miserable 6 years. Don't let the smile fool you. I'm dead inside. And stuff. So it's just like, I was so happy to get a new doctor that actually listened to me. I'm just like, why did it take this long? Do I need to... Why? Help me. I'm tired of going to see y'all and not getting any improvement. Nothing you've given me has improved. Nothing. So they took that delayed pressure urticaria diagnosis away, and now they're trying to find other things. And they've run tests prior to this new one. They've run a bunch of blood work and all this stuff. And I'm healthy. And that's what's like, then what is going on? Like, do I have a parasite? What is it? I don't know. I don't have parasites. Yay and dang. Because maybe, find the problem, find the cure, right? Nothing's wrong. And my liver is fine. Yay, but boo. My thyroid's fine. Yay, but boo. Like all the stuff that I know would cause the itching is fine. So I was just like, dang it. Like, I've never, like, it's, I'm happy there's nothing wrong with me, but the fact is, like, I'm still having this problem. And it's like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, why? So, not recently, like a few months ago, because I was trying to do this video, and I emailed the dermatologist saying what was my diagnosis. And they said the official diagnosis would likely be chronic idiopathic pruritus, which also has a component of urticaria. So they're still saying I have urticaria, which is like a type of hives, but my skin does not break out. So they're just really confused. I'm confused. It's often somewhat difficult to diagnose, to make a different diagnosis to make, as there are not any specific lab tests or imaging that we can use to make an official diagnosis of this. However, your other lab work that you have done in the past is reassuring in that the cause of your itch is not due to any problems with your internal organs and is limited to your skin. Great, but damn. Because, you know, when you get into that rabbit hole on social media and you watch videos and stuff, you see things that are relevant in your life. I've seen two things. So why I was like, dang, about the liver and the thyroid, because there is a video talking about how women often are not taken serious when they go to the doctor for their medical problems, and they're often misdiagnosed or just shoved away as something like it's basic, and they have these problems for years and then they find out it's something else. So this one lady was like, she's been having itchy skin like me. I'm like, do tell. So I watched this whole video just to see what her diagnosis was, because I'm trying to put pieces together, because the doctors, we're still, I don't know. And for her, and she was talking about her friend as well, he was having issues too. So I'm like, oh, we got a double thing. What's wrong with both of you? Tell me. For her, she had thyroid issues. It turned out she had a tumor, and that was causing it. So I'm like, a tumor. And then the guy, for him, it turns out it was his liver. Your liver makes an enzyme, and if your body doesn't process it out, it builds up in your system and can cause itching. I'm like, liver. Maybe it's the liver. No. Neither. Mine are fine. Mine are fine. So yeah, that sucks. Still sucks. I'm just like, gosh, damn it. Like, I'm trying to get a breakthrough here. I don't know. And then at work, one of my coworkers, he is such a good soul. He told me about Progressive Medical. He's like, they deal with skin problems too. And they're really good. They're expensive, but they're really good. So maybe they can figure it out. So I started going there. And they did a lot of expensive tests, because they're more figuring out what's wrong, but from the inside. So they look at your gut, your digestive system, and all that stuff like that. A lot of expensive and gross tests. And I find out that I have a food allergy, which is cool to know. I can't process gluten right, and I am lactose intolerant now for some reason. I don't know. I went truck driving for 2 years, stopped eating bowls of cereal, come back home, and I get an upset stomach from eating a bowl of cereal now, because I can't do milk. Hurts my soul. So, and they kind of said, like, you know, your food allergy could possibly, you know, have a thing to do with your itchy skin. Because, you know, your stomach's out of whack. It doesn't know what to do, how to process it right. And then also, if you don't go to the bathroom, you have all this stuff that's supposed to be out of your body kind of still sitting in there and being like kind of reabsorbed into your body. So they're like, that could be it. I'm like, maybe. But if that's so, it probably should have happened years ago, to be honest. So I'm like kind of like having hope about that. Like I cling to any piece of hope that sounds like that's what it could be, because I honestly don't know. I'm reaching out for y'all who have the vast knowledge, because I don't know. Oh, and I don't. And for a while, like when I would drink a can of soda, it was always a specific soda, because I love Mountain Dew Code Red. Like, it's my favorite soda. I would buy a case of it, and when I would drink one, I would get really itchy, and I was just like, that's really weird. So like now I'm like, maybe it could be something to do with that. But I'm like, what am I allergic to in soda? Other than like a lot of bad shit that shouldn't be in soda, period. I don't know. And then like when I would eat certain things with like gluten in it, I would get itchy. Now, I don't know if that has anything to do with my skin problem, or the fact that when she said it could have something to do with my skin problem, my brain is like, it's your skin problem, be itchy. So I don't know. It could, it couldn't. I asked when I had my dermatology phone call, since, you know, the whole COVID thing, they don't want you to go in there. I asked, like, do you think this could have anything to do with it? And they're like, we don't know, but there's always that possibility in the wide world of medicine. I'm like, that's not exactly the answer I was looking for. It's just simple yes or no, not a possibly, you know. So I lost my train of thought. So yeah, I'm going to them, trying to like fix my gut and buy their expensive ass stuff to fix it, while I'm still juggling with VA as well with their thing. So I did like a while back, way back, I printed out, I asked them to print out my record, and then again I asked them to print out just a list of medications that I've been on for my skin all these years. And the years pass by pretty quick, because they tell me to get on this medicine and they're like, we'll check back in 3 months, we'll check back in 6 months. And time flies, because, you know, you gotta let that medicine build up your system for it to do anything. So that's why years have passed, but they've been treating me for something else. And I really don't think it's urticaria at this point. It's gotta be, it's something else. So I've been on like Capsaicin, which is a cream. I've been on Lidocaine, it's another cream. Certirizine, it's like allergy meds. Montelukast, Methylprednisolone. It's not Prednisone, it's Prednisolone. Hydroxyzine, pamoate, Camphor, Prednisone, I already said that. Hydrophilic, something, it's eucerin. It's another cream. Triamcinolone, whatever, acetone, something. Along with Xolair and Dupixent. So Xolair, like after all these meds, and then talking to this, all these years of the other meds that the people were giving me for delayed pressure urticaria, which I didn't have, around the time of me going to being a truck driver, they're like, let's put you on Xolair. It's an injection that I have to take every month. I tried that, but the problem was, being a truck driver, I couldn't get home in time to take it. So I couldn't take it consecutively. It just wasn't working. And it just got to the point where it's like, I have hope that this medicine is going to work. Like when I miss a dose, I get a flare up. Like this must be it. This must be the thing that's going to help me. And I was just like, you know what? I'm going to have to quit. I'm really going to have to quit. Like there was a bunch of reasons that I wanted to quit, But that was like the big one. Like, I need to focus on my health and get rid of the skin issue. I am miserable. I'm tired. I'm trying to live my life. Let's just take the L on this one and quit and try to find like a local job. At least then it'll be more lenient. Even if it's still trucking, it'll be a bit more lenient of me going to appointments and stuff, because so many of them. So been doing that. I did that once a month, and they're like, is there any difference? And I'm like, no, not yet. So they increased it to 2 a month. And since like the thing about that medicine is they have to watch you when you take it. So when I was going to the VA to get it, the nurse or whatever would give it to me, and I have to sit there for like 10-20 minutes to make sure I didn't go into anaphylactic shock. So, and they prescribed me EpiPens for that. I'm like, Lord, my life's at risk. Oh, speaking of life's at risk, the previous doctors that were giving me medicine for delayed pressure urticaria, they were like, if this medicine doesn't work, we're going to have to give you this other one, and it lowers your immune system. So I'm going to catch everything that's floating around? Why would I? That seems very drastic. Like, it feels like you're skipping over some things if you're already going to lowering my immune system. Because whenever you lower someone's immune system, they either catch something from someone else or something pops up. And one of my Marine Corps friends, they had to be on immune suppressant for what was wrong with them, and they got shingles. I had chicken pox. Shingles is in there. No, we're not doing that. We're not doing that. That's drastic. I'm gonna probably die. Don't do that. So we're doing Xolair twice a month. Fast forward, back on track. Doing Xolair twice a month. Still nothing. And it's been like a year. It's been like a year. Because I quit. I think I quit in June. It was in the summer. So I think it was like May or June. I quit trucking. And I started the injections. And then I stopped. Was it July now? I stopped. June 1st was my last Xolair injection. And I was doing them at home because I didn't have a reaction. So I got cleared to do my injections at home. And it'd just be mailed to me and stuff like that. No allergic reaction, no change in skin issue. And the doctor was like, since there's no change at this point, because they told me I wouldn't see any changes for at least like 6 months. It's been a year, and I increased my dose for about maybe 5, or close to like 5 or 6. And there was no change. So he was like, okay, we're going to stop this. Let's try Dupixent. And it's usually for people who have like eczema. I'm like, it'd be really hilarious if I just developed this weird version of eczema. Because I don't have eczema. My nephews have eczema. I do not. So we're trying that right now. But it's so what it is was the first injection hurt. These ones hurt more than the Xolair. It's the medicine going in that hurts. Not so much the needle. The needle is a sting, but then when the medicine starts going in, it hurts. I hate those kind of shots. The needle don't hurt, but the stuff they putting in your body does. And they said that I don't need an EpiPen, but all these commercials saying you do. So I'm like, which one is it? Do I need an EpiPen or no? Because if I die, I'm coming back and I'm coming to get you. So I'm going to email them again, actually. Are you sure I don't need an EpiPen? All these commercials say that you need an EpiPen. So the first one, I'm supposed to take 2. And then every 2 weeks after that, I take 1. Which is not exactly what I want. What I want is to be cured because I'm still going to be controlled by the medication that I take. I need a cure. Because I'll have to, like, vacations are going to be a pain in the ass. I don't really go anywhere, but I do have plans. I have a bucket list and things to see. And I'll have to juggle that around when I actually, do the injection. So it's kind of weird. I need a cure, and there's something's going on. I don't know what. But let's just see. I need something to manage these symptoms. Something. Anything at this point. Anything. I'm beyond, I'm past. I've been willing to do anything. I've changed my diet because of the whole gluten sensitivity and can't, do cow dairy. So yeah, I'm cooking more, yay me, adult, but And so that's what I'm on right now is Dupixent. I will do an update in a few months on that to see if that's any difference. If there's any difference with that at all. I really need there to be a difference. Winter is coming. I am tired of looking stupid outside as a switcher in a damn dress skirt. I'm cold, man. Cold. I'm tired. I'm ready. I'm so ready. I was going to say something else and I forgot what it was. What was I going to say? It was there while I was talking and now it's gone. What was I going to say? Crap, what was it? I don't remember what I was going to say. Earlier when I said how when you're doing that deep dive of things and things are relevant to your life. So this is my next option right now. So I saw a video. So sorry, it got cut off. So I guess I'm gonna have to edit this. So I saw a video and it was one of those hospital shows and this black woman, so years ago for her in this story, she took a medication and it caused a reaction where her scalp would be super itchy. Now she hasn't been on that medication for years, but she's still super itchy. She scratched through her skull and into her brain and stuff. It was so bad. And it turns out the medicine caused her brain to be confused and to still think that it's itchy even though she's not on that medication to cause it. And they thought of this trick for her, she had to look at a mirror to kind of reverse her brain, and it was just, yeah. I don't know how accurate that actual problem is, but that made me think maybe there's something just neurologically just wrong. Because I always thought something was my body was overreacting to something and I didn't know what. So maybe it's my brain just really confused. And it just needs a slight little bit tweaking, a slight therapy, medication or something to get my brain right. So it's not overreacting. That's my last hope. Unless I could find another doctor or dermatologist somewhere and it's they didn't check this. It's out there. And that's probably why they didn't think to check it, but it's this. So I'm going to find a neurologist and see if they can help me out. Because this is my last, I'm on my last limbs here. And if anybody else happens to know or is dealing with this and they know, please let me know. Please let me know in the comments below, something on any of my pages. Let me know. I'm suffering here. I'm so tired. I tell people I'm so tired and I'm so over it. Yeah. So that's the plan. Taking this Dupixent and finding a neurologist that will look at me. I'm not going to go through the VA. I want to, but it's going to be a year before I see one. This is just the way the VA is. They're overcrowded. They need to build more, whatever. But anyways, that is my whole skin issue journey of the past 6 years. Should be 6 years in, I want to say August, somewhere in August, I want to say, or October. Say October. Of, when it fully went, full blown and ruined my life. So, I'm ready to be cute. Okay, I got things I want to do. I got things I want to try. So many things. But hopefully that kind of explained it more to you for those who have been skin issue, what's skin issue? And it's like a lot of my friends are like, your skin looks great. And other people at the like doctor's office are like, oh, your skin looks great. I'm like, thank you. But it's itchy. It is better now that I cut out caffeine. I've been really good at that. But yeah, that is the gist of what I've been going through. I think that was everything, like every different thing my skin decided to do. If I remember anything else that was weird, I'll like put it in the description below, but that's pretty much everything. It just sums it up. It just controls my life, because my therapist is like, you need to live, you're just existing. I'm like, it's hard. And I explained to her how can you go out and have fun when in your mind and what your skin issue has done is start up when you go out to have fun. Even wearing things that don't start it up. Like, how do you live? How do you have fun? Kind of can't. It's hard. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching and sitting through this very long backwards and forwards tale of this mysterious skin issue. Because at one point they called it like spontaneous urticaria. And it is spontaneous. Because like I said, specific triggers and no triggers. I don't know. But yeah. Anyways, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you later on the next update. I'm trying to turn it off with my mouse like I'm recording on the laptop. I'm using my phone. Bye, guys.